Good afternoon, KELOLAND. We'll have plenty of sunshine today and start warming up nicely. 60 Sioux Falls, 34 Aberdeen, 40 in Pierre, and 50 in Rapid City. Then tonight, partly cloudy skies, 37 Sioux Falls, 20 Aberdeen, 21 in Pierre, and 24 in Rapid City before tomorrow is even warmer. Midday in KELOLAND begins right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
Crews in Sioux City are cleaning up after several train cars went off the tracks. What we know about the derailment coming up. Plus,
the Pentagon announces an investigation into how classified Ukraine war plans got leaked to the internet. I'm Nicole D'Antonio with updates on what those plans revealed and how they ended up on social media.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having us in. We have an update this midday on an assault that's left a man in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Sioux Falls police have made an arrest in the case. Jacob Thin Elk is in the Minnehaha County Jail on several warrants, including aggravated assault. Police have not released details of what led to the arrest. Officers were called to the area of 12th and Western on Tuesday night, where they found a 49-year-old man with serious head injuries. According to online court records, Thin Elk also faces an escape charge from February and has 2 pending cases involving drug charges from last fall. This isn't the first time Thin Elk has been in the news. In January of 2022, we reported that he was one of 2 men arrested for allegedly robbing a man near downtown. An empty train derailed in Sioux City last night. Officials with Union Pacific say about a dozen rail cars derailed upright. Nobody was hurt in the contents. The rail cars were not released. Officials also say they are not sure what caused the derailment, but an investigation is underway. Turning now to a first look at our midday forecast with meteorologist Megan Chadda. We have a warm 7-day outlook ahead of us, don't we?
Yes, we do, Dan. We have 60s and 70s coming up through this weekend and into next week. Right now, 48 in Sioux Falls with just a very light wind and plenty of sunshine. Everywhere in KELOLAND has plenty of sunshine today. Watertown at 35 degrees, southeast winds right now at 13 miles an hour. Rapid City 40 with those blue skies, south winds right now at 5. Here's a look at some of our other afternoon temperatures. 55 in Valentine and Winter and Spencer. 26 in Aberdeen, 43 though in Custer. We will continue warming up through this weekend. Right now, the winds are light, 5 to even 15 miles an hour, and they will be coming in from the south as we head through this afternoon. There is a look at those warmer temperatures sticking around through next week, Friday, and even into next weekend. For today, sunny skies and just a very light wind, 60 in Sioux Falls, 34 in Aberdeen, 40 in Pierre, and 50 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow and even Sunday are going to be even warmer. Tonight, though, partly cloudy skies. We could even see a few areas of fog by tomorrow morning. 37 Sioux Falls, 20 in Aberdeen, 21 in Pierre, and 24 in Rapid City. And there is tomorrow, 66 Sioux Falls, 41 in Aberdeen, 45 in Pierre, and 56 in Rapid City. Sunday looks to be about the same. We're even watching a few rain chances in southeast KELOLAND for Sunday morning into the early afternoon. I'll be back with that forecast in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. The Biden administration is proposing new rules stopping schools and colleges across the country from enacting outright bans on transgender athletes. The potential rule specifically updates federal law known as Title IX, which ensures students aren't discriminated against based on sex. It comes as the Supreme Court said a trans middle schooler could run on her track team in West Virginia while legal battles play out. Following the announcement from the president, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem released a statement saying the state will, quote, see President Biden in court over the proposed changes to Title IX. Last year, Noem signed legislation banning transgender athletes from women's and girls' sports. She also led a letter co-signed by 15 Republican governors urging the Biden administration not to take this action. The Pentagon is investigating how secret documents outlining U.S. support for an upcoming Ukrainian counteroffensive began popping up on social media. Nicole D'Antonio has details from Washington.
The Pentagon has launched an investigation to find out who leaked classified documents to social media. The document showed secret American and NATO plans for building up the Ukrainian military ahead of a planned offensive against Russian forces this spring. The charts showed anticipated weapons deliveries, troop and battalion strengths, and other plans. The U.S. has been supplying weapons and training as Ukraine prepares to launch the offensive to drive Russia out of its country.
We very much appreciate everything that the United States have done specifically in the last months to help our army prepare itself for the counteroffensive.
Just this week, the U.S. announced it is sending $2.6 billion worth of military equipment to Ukraine ahead of the offensive.
That includes significant new air defense capabilities, more ammunition for U.S.-provided HIMARS, and anti-armor and motor systems, as well as rockets, artillery, and tank ammunition that Ukraine is using to defend itself.
The leaked documents do not provide specific battle plans or mention when and where Ukraine intends to launch the offensive, which American officials say is likely in the next month or so. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Washington.
Some of the figures in the leaked document appeared to be doctored, showing, for instance, fewer estimated Russian casualties with inflated casualty numbers for Ukraine. That has led to some speculation that Russia itself could be behind the leak. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas says he wasn't required to disclose the many trips he and his wife took that were paid for by a Republican megadonor. Thomas says in a statement he was advised by court colleagues and others in the federal judiciary that this sort of personal hospitality from close personal friends who did not have business before the court was not reportable. ProPublica reported that Thomas has for more than 2 decades accepted luxury trips from the donor nearly every year without reporting them. A story we are working on for you tonight. Women have been enjoying Botox for years. Well, now a lot of men are getting the facial injections too. They call it Brotox. Dr. Allison Tendler of Art Vision has been administering Brotox to a growing number of males.
It's not just the young professional who is out in front with the sales group, going to meetings, presenting, being on Zoom, meeting one-on-one with their customers or consumers. We're talking, I've got farmers, I've got ranchers, I've got people that are also in those industries who simply want to look their best.
Be sure to watch the Brotox boom on tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. Still ahead, an Easter egg hunt is planned for this weekend in downtown Sioux Falls, and how Christians around the world are remembering the Holy Weekend.
Here is a look at Parker starting to melt all that snow that is left on the ground, and that will continue through the weekend.